Here's my box. Hey guys, today I am just hanging out very casually in my somewhat messy room, and I just want to share with you a fun purchase. I was given a $200 Sephora gift card, and clearly I spent it all in one sitting on some clean at Sephora products, and I just wanted to share what I got with you and maybe do like a first impressions of some of them. So here we go. You ready to see what I got? Here's my box. Oh, here's my box. As you can maybe hear, I've already like unpackaged them, but let's dive into it. I got the Aether Beauty Rose Quartz Crystal Gemstone Palette. I'm really excited about this one. I didn't think I need it until I saw Makeup Blake like show it and how much she uses it, and I was like, okay, here we go. It's just pretty. It's probably one of the lighter palettes Aether offers, and I do like the other ones, and sometimes I just feel like they're a little darker than my natural go-to, so I thought I should get that one. I also got the Lawless The One palette. It was on sale. Super excited about this one. I honestly more so got it for you guys because it's something I see a lot of people share, and I think it's accessible, and it's one of the biggest kind of like clean beauty palettes you can get. The colors that I kept seeing online didn't always speak to me, but now that I have it in my hands and I'm looking at it, I am really excited about this. It's gorgeous. So excited to play with this. I got the Ilia Limitless Lash Mascara. I got a trial sample, whatever size of this, and really like it. It is one of the only clean beauty mascaras that doesn't hang around under your eyes after you wear it and try to wash it off, which is a win-win for me. And I love the application. This brush is really cool, so I'm excited to show you guys, like try to show you a close-up of that. I also wanted to try their Midnight Express Clean Line Liquid Liner. It's like a felt tip liquid liner brush. I'm really excited about it. The only other liquid liners I've tried, I haven't been a huge fan of. And then because of how surprisingly impressed I was by their mascara, I thought, let's try the eyeliner. And then I got maybe if you guys follow me. Oh, hi, welcome to Alt Beauty Spot. Everything clean, colorful, fun, edgy, whatever. If you guys follow me on Instagram, because you should, that's where I share like all my fun looks. I did a little poll or left a question box asking for some of your guys' favorite products from Sephora, because I don't shop there very often, and I got some really good recommendations, and it did cause me to either stick with some of the things I was looking at or switch up a few of them. So one of the things that was recommended to me from that is the Kosas lipstick. I can't remember the name of the actual like product, but it's the Kosas lipstick, and I decided to get the color Rosewater, which is this really pretty like mauvey, pinky, purpley nude. Really excited about that. I've heard really good things of the Kosas lipstick, and so I am finally trying it. And then I got the Tower 28 gloss, another thing that I have heard so much about, and I decided to get Magic, which is clear but with like this gold like glitter shimmer in it. Pretty excited about this. It's really pretty, and that's what I got. $200 of clean beauty only got me 6 freaking things. huge frustration in clean beauty is the cost. Personally, I would love to share like more things with you guys, but I just can't afford it. It's freaking expensive. So yeah, I got 6 things. 2 eyeshadow palettes, an eyeliner, a mascara, and 2 lip products. And one of the eyeshadow palettes was on sale. That's frustrating, guys. This cost me, I think, $201. And then I paid tax, so like the gift card got me exactly the product basically, and then I paid tax on top of it, which is no big deal. But that's frustrating. I feel for you guys. Like, $200 in conventional beauty, you'd be bawling out. They would have to bring like multiple boxes to my house. Clean beauty, not so much. But I am still really excited about these things, and I'm excited to show you guys some of them and play around with them. So I am going to work right after this, and so I'm going to be wearing a mask. I'm not going to go too crazy on my face makeup. I just kind of want to maybe conceal around my eyes and any blemishes that'll be like outside of my mask. And I don't even know that I'm gonna go like too crazy on blush or anything, because again, mask the whole time. So I think luckily I'm gonna try the gloss because I can easily rinse that off. And then luckily I can kind of play around with both these eyeshadow palettes. I might focus a little bit on the Lawless one, and then I will try the liner and the mascara. Yeah, so let's see. I think I'm gonna go in, well, I guess since it's a Sephora haul, I should use some other things I own that I am like 99.9% positive you can also pick up at Sephora. So one of them is the Kosas concealer. I might not have like shared much of this in a while, and I'm in color 3.5. I really like this concealer. In my move, I did get rid of the foundation. It's just that it's coconut heavy, and as much as I love that tinted face oil, I just was starting to notice that the few times I was wearing it, it was breaking me out, and I don't need that in my life, man. So how I like to use this Kosas concealer, specifically around my eyes, is a dot right in the corner, and then a dot like straight below it, and a dot outside your eye. This is kind of the Robert Welsh, if you follow him, way of doing concealer, and I think it's gorgeous for under your eye. And then I have a little blemish right here, and then I have a fat blemish up here. I like this e.l.f. Camo Concealer Sponge. I picked this up at Target. I am wanting to go get another one because mine has gotten beat up, and I just like it because I think specifically with concealer, it just blends things out so well and effortlessly. Like a sponge I have not ever used before, because it's not too stiff, but it's not too soft. And so just with this sponge, I like to go in and you just pat right over the concealer first. You don't move it too much. And then once you've kind of pressed that in, then you start to just move over a little bit. Same thing, just stay in one spot for a minute and then start to travel a tiny bit and kind of connect the two. Go up your nose a touch. But yeah, I mean, super simple. Fresh under eyes. Now I'm just gonna blot the rest of this in. I find that this sponge picks up the right amount of product, but it doesn't pick up all of it, and then it just seamlessly blurs the edge of where the product is at. Fresh. yeah, and then I think I'm gonna go in, I don't think you can get this at Sephora. That's okay. I'm gonna go in with the Aerie Perez Clear Brow Gel. And I'm just gonna kind of brush up my brows and lock them into place. There we go. And yeah, I guess since I'm not going too heavy on the face makeup or anything, let's go in. And I think I kind of want to focus mainly on this Lawless palette. If you guys haven't seen my like week with palette video before, I'm working on like filming another one, or I'm about to start filming another one. And I think I'm gonna add these to the queue of that. And so for both of these, I think I'll do swatches and more like in-depth, really how the palette is in a video like that, and I promise I won't take too long to film those. So today is really just like an initial impressions playing around with these palettes. So again, this is the Lawless, the one palette. I do think I'm gonna kind of focus on this one. Come on, there we go. And I really like that it's like a mix of mattes, shimmers, and more like a sparkle almost. You go from yellow to orange to, now one reason I wasn't like super stoked on this is this bottom row in a lot of images and everything looked more red, and I'm really excited. It's more like a purple, like almost magenta-y. And then you get some neutrals over here, and like your lighters go a bit more neutral as well. So I think it's a really pretty palette, and I'm excited to kind of dip into this here. So, what do I want to do? Let's just, you know, kind of match just this whole look I have going on right now with my cutie earrings, and my headband, and my shirt. I'm gonna wear some kind of matching shoes. I'm gonna take a soft round fluffy brush, my first step in like every makeup look, and I think I'm gonna go in with Baby here, which is like this pretty kind of lavendery pink color, and I'm gonna go right on my crease. Definitely not patchy at all, and this is a matte shade, applying so beautifully. Wow. Okay, just to have some fun with it, I think I'm gonna then buff it out with a little bit of Butterflies here, which is this really nice soft yellow, and I'm gonna do that kind of up here. And then I'll go in with First Base, which is just this white here. Just a little bit of that, and highlight the brow a touch. I think I kind of want to focus on mostly this, like the purples on the bottom row, and just add like a touch of the kind of yellow or a mustardy shade in there. So that's just my game plan, just so you guys have a heads up. I'm gonna take a smaller, like stiffer flat brush, and I think I'm gonna go in with Infatuation here, which is like this bright purple, like magenta, like dusty magenta color if you want. And I'm gonna start buffing this into, or like applying this to maybe like the outer half of my lid. Okay, maybe there's a touch of patch in there. Granted, I might not be using like the most optimal brush. I just want like a touch of control still. Smooth it out on the crease. Not bad, not bad. It's really pretty, and it doesn't go too like red to the point that you look swollen. I'm really liking that so far. Then I'm gonna stick with the same brush, and then I'm just gonna take Shady, which is this deeper like Merlot, almost kind of a brown purple there, and just kind of define the outer corner a touch more. I think I'm gonna then take Complicated, which is this really pretty like mustard shade here, and kind of fill in the rest of my lid a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna then take Fling, which is this almost like foiled gold here. Oh, there we go. And I'm just gonna highlight. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh yeah, I like that color a lot. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, that's nice. All right. Next, let's take just some of this Casual, which is like a pearly champagne-y yellow, just right on the inner corner here. And then I think I want to take Baby again and really press it onto my lower lash line. And that's where we're at, and I think I'm pretty happy with that, as long as we're even. Okay, pretty happy with that. So now let's try this Ilia liquid liner. I know I didn't tap into the Aether palette yet. I've used them before. I think I kind of know what to expect, and I'm excited to share those colors with you in like a more on its own type of video. So I did kind of want to focus on the Lawless one, since I haven't used anything from Lawless and you guys haven't seen anything from me from Lawless. So that's why I focused more on the Lawless, the one palette today. Here's the Ilia felt tip liner. I'm gonna go for a little baby wing, nothing too crazy. I don't know if that's quite a baby wing, but it's cute. Okay, I kind of like that so far. Question will be the dry down. My biggest issue with the other liquid liners I've tried is that they are like plasticky shiny when they dry down, and I don't like that. I think they're like fraternal twins, maybe not like identical twins, but I'm liking this so far. The packaging's relatively simple. I would say I prefer, like, it's just a long handle. I prefer gel liner. Haven't found one yet in Clean Beauty, and the little gel eyeliner brush I have is like angled right at the very end, so I'm used to being able to like get a bit better angle. This felt like a little straight and awkward at times, but that could just be a learning curve myself. I'm not a huge liquid liner person, and so yeah, that could easily just be a learning curve for me in terms of like learning this. Initial impression is I like it. If it cut out all of the mascara, I'd be so mad. The Ilia mascara, there's a nice like straight edge to it that you can really get in the base of your lashes and like comb straight up and just do that first off, and it'll really like lengthen and separate and define almost every individual lash. And then you can use the hourglass shape that the rest of the wand has to really build volume and like fill in your lashes from there. That's kind of why I love this. And when you wash it off, it's like gone. There's no like hanging out under your eyes, which I have really struggled to find in Clean Beauty. So I really like this mascara, and it honestly just works. It works great. As you can see, if it did jump from pre-mascara to now, my lashes just look dang good. And then I put on this Tower 28 gloss. It is like clear, but it has gold shimmer in it. And the gold shimmer isn't too noticeable. It just adds a really nice like extra sheen, glassy look to it. It's kind of sticky, but not too much. I'm just gonna have to wait and see like kind of how it wears all day and how I feel. It feels like it's gonna hang on well though, without being annoying. I've been doing this like bronzed out beach goddess look lately. It just makes me look so effortlessly cool, and I did it the other day, and I wished I had a lip like this, like just a touch more of that like gold bronze to it in the form of my lip. So yeah, I like that the gold isn't like too much. So yeah, for not doing my face, I knew it was going to be a super quick video, and I just kind of wanted to play around and thought I would show you guys what I spent my $200 on, and it was 6 products. Makes me want to cry a little bit. But yeah, you know, it is what it is. At least now you guys can see that I would spend $200 on these 6 products. So, if you were wondering, what would Alt Beauty Spot spend $200 on? Here it is. Actually, had I not asked you guys, I would have spent it slightly differently, but I'm pretty happy with this selection. So thank you guys for joining along. Please stay tuned for like a week with both the Lawless the One palette and the new to me Aether Beauty Rose Quartz palette. They are something I'm really excited to like explore, and pretty stoked on this Ilia liquid liner. Worked so much better than any other liquid liner I have tried yet. Ilia mascara is awesome. I had previously tried it. I'm just happy to have a full size. And then, oh, I will test out that Kosas lipstick in a video very soon too. So thank you guys for joining along. Please hit subscribe down below if you enjoyed, and check out maybe some of my other videos. And yeah, this is Alt Beauty Spot. Check me out on Pinterest and Instagram, as well as following along here on YouTube. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.